So this month, we are going to talk about commercially sexually exploited children. My name's Kristie Kiefer. I'm the anti-trafficking program lead at Community Against Sexual Harm CASH, and also a coalition member with Voices for Victims. So I am peer-led. I started engaging in commercial sexual exploitation from the age of 17, and I was able to get out at the age of 25. This is one of my mugshots, and I have been connected with CASH since 2013. I started interning here when I was getting my BSW at Sac State, and got hired in 2016. And so the CSEC definition, so child sex trafficking is a form of child abuse that occurs when a child under 18 is advertised, solicited, or exploited through a commercial sex act. A commercial sex act is any sex act where something of value, such as money, drugs, or a place to stay, is given to or received by any person for sexual activity. So recently, CASH, RTI, and the Institute for Social Research completed a research study estimating the scope of sex trafficking here in Sacramento County. And they came to the conclusion that 13,000, sorry, trying to move our little pictures. 13,079 minors and adults were trafficked at some point during the period from 2015 to 2020. These are some types of exploiters. So you have your pimp control trafficking, familial trafficking, which is actually pretty common, and then the buyer perpetrated trafficking. This is definitely how I started in that, because instead of the buyer, directly exploiting a child's, so there, I needed money, shelter, all of that, and that was in exchange for a sexual exploitation. And then, so who's vulnerable? Runaway and unhoused youth, people with previous prior abuse, because it gets normalized, economically vulnerable and undocumented individuals. Also, some other risk factors are gender identity or sexual orientation not accepted by their guardian, substance use, and developmental and physical disability. Some potential indicators, is a person, acting fearful, anxious, or angry, unable to speak on their own behalf, evidence of being controlled, signs of abuse, inconsistency in stories, threatened with harm or deportation, and lives and works in the same place. And survivors of trafficking may not self-identify and may resist efforts to force disclosure. Meeting the stated needs of the person will help create the conditions of disclosure. So these are some stats. So in 2021, they received more than 17,000 reports of possible child sex trafficking. And all 50 states had some reports. And then of the children reported missing to NCMEC in 2021, who had run from the care of child welfare were 19%. 19% were likely victims of child sex trafficking. So trafficking in Sacramento. So I have a picture of the freeways. We have a lot of freeways here, which makes, Sacramento easily accessible. And same with the Bay Area, we're very connected to Reno. You can get to Las Vegas, Oregon, LA. And we conduct weekly street outreach. And that's any given night, it's 2 hours. And in that, we normally we come into contact with about 30 women. So now we're able to, at Cash, we're able to extend our services to CSEC youth that are 14 and over with case management. I'd be doing the case management, which is amazing. And connect them with trauma-informed medical care at a medical safe haven, help with, gift cards, if their guardian needs rental assistance, and connection to Family Justice Center that will be having a week-long camp for survivors. And, we'll be able to get all the supplies that they need. And then this is a picture of me now and my sister's dog. And here's our information and our website and the email if anybody has any questions.